And praise God, we all work for a living.
Welcome to the show. Just thought I'd start with the biggest lie he's ever told. He doesn't work for a living. He's a scam artist. He scams people out of money. They buy tickets to see him preach about the evils of Dungeons and Dragons, He-Man, Masters of the Universe, Pokemon, Digimon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic the Gathering. Everything's evil. Make lots of money. Why don't you do that for a living? It's easy to do. All you have to do is switch off your brain and lie your ass off for years on end. And of course, his biggest lie is he was the buddy high priest of Satan with Anton Zvenda LaVey in California Street, California. Yay! Yeah. Anyway, it's been thoroughly debunked. But anyway, that's not why we're here at all. Because this is not for that. I am stumped. I'm doing this episode because I am completely baffled. I have no idea for the first time. I've been trying to figure this out for days. I have no idea what he's talking about. I really have no idea. So he's going to attack my two up there top 10 games, Quake and Doom. But he's going to go into some weird world where Doom is Quake, where Quake is Doom. They're the same game. I know id Software did them both in different years, but this is Gale Riplinger territory, where frickin' Constantine the Great created Greek manuscripts with a Gnostic spin on them 200 years after he died. This is this level of bullshit. There's no way out of here. There is no way out of here.
There is no way out of here. It will be dark soon. There is no way out of here.
Next one is a screen from a video game called Doom. Remember we talked, last session we talked briefly about the Columbine murders.
Oh God, I forgot. It's been a few days. This is the part where he goes into conspiracy theory overdrive. And he's going to start to blame the Columbine murders on Doom. So, be sensitive to that. He's an asshole. He's a bigoted, transphobic, homophobic idiot. But he's also into conspiracy theories that are rather touchy. Like Quake causing 9/11 territory. Alright, prepare, just breathe, center. He's gonna go crazy, but he's also gonna be offensive. Alright? Okay.
And we said that the video that had been released, the new information is that there's been a video released of the two boys actually sitting there and talking about the planning of how they were going to go about doing the Columbine murders in Colorado. And you know where they got the idea from? A video game called Doom.
Okay, so they played a hell of a lot of Doom, but does playing the game inspire you to pick up a shotgun and blast humans as opposed to aliens? I'm not going to touch that one. I'm just here for the nuttiness, not your bloody offensive conspiracies.
And the way that the Columbine murders were carried out is exactly the way that it was carried out in this video game.
So in this idiot's deluded world, the students weren't human, they were puffers and satans and the green slimy dudes. I have my own personal names for them, the pink pigs. Wow. I mean, the murderers, the kids, were out of sync with reality. You are one step further than they are. Again, I'm not going to touch that. Carry on.
Exactly, to the T. Because in this new video that's supposedly released, I haven't seen the video myself, but I've talked to a couple of gentlemen who actually have seen the video or claim to have seen the video. And they said that one of the things they talked about on there was a video game that they played religiously day after day after day called Doom. And on the tape, they actually tell you that they repeat words over and over again, and one thing that they keep talking about all through this video with the interview that they're doing is Doom. Doom. This is the video screen. Now, remember I told you that what happened is I take pictures from this one program and then put them into, take pictures of the screen of the computer, and then what I do is I get them off and then run them into an overhead. Now, this came up so fast that I didn't get a chance to get the second screen. In other words, my computer wouldn't take the picture that quick.
So I've played the game through and got to that exact screenshot, but I'm not going to tell you that it's just a transporter. I want to know what the world's greatest expert on DoomQuake is first. Yeah, back into the fun stuff. Alright, don't bring up the C word. Offensive.
But here's what happens. Here's what I want you to see. Here's the star right here. Did everybody see that red star? That's just a regular star. In other words, if it were to stand up, it would be a 5-pointed star, but it would have the 2 points coming this way.
So what he's trying to say here is that in the game Doom, the transporter stands up to reveal its true pentagram meaning. I'm really struggling with this one.
And 1 point up, like just a regular star, okay? What happens is there's a creature or a form that comes out of the blackness here. There's a cave back there. Comes out of the blackness towards you. You shoot it with your gun, and this star actually all of a sudden just jumps up and goes up to the next screen.
So in the bizarre version of Doom that he's played, that he hasn't played, the transporter stands up and goes to the ceiling. Oh my god, why am I even bothering? It gets worse, it gets worse. Alright, I've put this off for days, I'm ready to do this.
Now, if it were to stand up, it would be a 5-pointed star facing this way. But what actually happens is it actually backs up and the star raises this way, which makes it 5-pointed star inverted, which is the universal symbol of all Satanist churches.
So the transporter is a symbol of all the satanic churches, not real ones, his delusional ones. Alright, I'm getting there. Alright, I can cope with that.
And again, do you think they just put that in there by coincidence? Do you think someone just made the game and said, hey, let's just throw that in?
Now take two. Now I know you've never played the game, Steve, but if you were to, there are these big demons, big Satan, as I call them, and the little Satans that throw green fireballs at you. And yeah, they spent ages programming the game, designing the graphics for it. So everything in the game was drawn and put there on purpose in order to make the game really, really cool. Which is why back in the days, I was a hardcore Amiga fan. Went to a guy's house, he had a PC play Doom, and I was like, yeah. And it wasn't until, I'd say about 6 months after that, I had my first 486 DC, whatever, numbering 50 megahertz, playing Doom. Off floppy disk! Oh my god, the good old days. Anyway, sorry. He is playing his version of Doom, not mine. Not the real one. .486DX25, which I upgraded later on. Alright, just had to throw that in there. I don't like lying or making mistakes. I'm like any of these guys. Bill Snivlin, Gal Riplinger, Stephen Dollins.
Next screen is from a video game called Quake. Now, several things really interesting about this game. First of all, look what your counter goes to when you reach this screen. 666. And you notice up here some writing, a message that you get on the screen, and it says, you've got the pentagram of protection. Well, let's find out what that pentagram of protection is. Right here is a skull, and I don't know if you can see it or not, but there are horns actually going up and latching onto a bar up here.
I don't know where you are, Steve. That screenshot is so crap. I've made it to a place that has your picture of the 9 Inch Nails box, but I've no idea where this is. I thought this was where the door was to get to the next level, but I can't do it. I can't. He's got the quad damage and he's got the pentagram of protection. No, I don't know what level that's from. Anyway, back to fantasy.
And this is the level. In other words, this is an opening that goes to the next level. If you can get past that, you're into the next level. So it's telling you, you've got the pentagram of protection for you to be able to get through there and go to the next level. What is the pentagram of protection? Well, there it is right there. The 5-pointed inverted satanic star, complete with the pentagram, circle around it. Everybody see that?
Hey, maybe Steve. Hey, Steve. Maybe Adrian Carmack, Kevin Cloud, and Paul Steed decided to have satanic pentagrams in 666 to make the game edgy, or to piss Christians off, to make sales, because maybe they drew these graphics in a way that would cause offense, and therefore the sales of Quake would hit the roof. Yeah, alright, got you there, didn't I? Checkmate.
So that's the first level. And then if you get past...
Ha! The fuck? Sorry, if that's the first level, then I'm John Romero. What the hell? I don't even know what level that is from. It's probably just the demo. I have no idea where he is. Never mind. It's just every single sentence confuses me. Having a hard time with this one.
So that's the first level. And then if you get past that, and you're able to go with the pentagram of protection, you enter the next level. And here's the next level. And now look what we have.
So, okay, so I've been to this screenshot in the game. It's when it's a second level, you just killed those guys that come out swinging their swords, and you've got to push that to make the bridge go across so you can get the key. And there's a 9 Inch Nails box in front of it. And then you around the corner, go up and get the yellow armor. But his version of what this screenshot is about is just baffling. It's the world of bizarre. I mean, give me dinosaurs live on the moon theories any day over this. Okay, breathe. Here we go. We're gonna hear it. Here we go.
And now look what we have. That's that star that was laying down.
So the transporter in Doom is here in Quake, standing up as he predicted it would, because he didn't take the screenshot fast enough to have it standing up. It reversed and hit the ceiling. So Doom and Quake are the same game in the pentagram transporter. This is the pentagram transporter from Doom. And it's not red, it's brown. The more I try and understand what he's saying, the more confused I get. This is weird. This is so weird.
Now it's up here. And now you see the pentagram. the five-pointed inverted star. And this is real interesting down here because on this screen, it actually comes down and it shows you this. An N, an I, and a backward N. This is actually the spelling for an alternative metal band called 9 Inch Nails. And 9 Inch Nails has a lead singer named Trent Reznor. And Trent Reznor says that we represent the 9 Inch Nails, or we represent the nails that went into the hands and the feet of your God on the cross.
Well, I can't play it because of copyright strike reasons, but it's the song Heresy. So I've got the album version and the demo version of it, which I like. I mean, back in these days, I was into napalm death and nuclear assault and suicidal tendencies. How did I miss 9 Inch Nails? Maybe to me it was like too wimpy. I was into pungent stench and Sepultura. So, I don't know. I love it now. I'm so versatile. Yeah, anyway, back to Fantasy World. So he's going to get pissed off because of the lyrics of the song. I like the lyrics to the song. I'm sorry, but I just said that out loud. Maybe I'm a heretic and I'm sex. Alright, go Steve. You're the man.
And that's exactly what he says. In other words, we represent all that put Christ on the cross. In a video game. On a screen.
So Christ was crucified on the cross in a video game on a screen? Am I following him right, or...
By coincidence? No. Because as you reach the level of this, not only do you see this, you also get to hear 9 Inch Nails do a song.
Okay, so you're playing the game and the soundtrack's playing throughout the entire game, and I've still got the physical CDs, and I've ripped it. If you download a modern Quake front end, you can... I've got it right here on the desktop. Quake Spasm. If you play it with Quake Spasm, you can hear the soundtrack off your original CDs, and so it's much better. Like, I got on Steve and stuff, but without that tense music, it's not a very exciting game. The music does the game. But anyway, so you've been playing Quake the whole time, and you've heard track 2, because track 1's the programming track. But all of a sudden you get to hear a 9 Inch Nails song come up in the game of Quake. And that song is going to be Heresy off the Downward Spiral album. How can somebody say something? I just don't understand. If you were to give a talk like this on COVID-19, the conspiracy, the audience wouldn't be able to understand you. The answer would be something like, Polly Pocket? Where did that come from? Like, the answer for COVID-19 would be to ban Polly Pocket, My Little Pony, Pokemon Go, all children's cartoons, everything that's fun. What a sad, depressing world that would be. But at least it wouldn't have COVID-19, because the entry for this virus, even though there are Christians that don't believe in viruses, but the Christians that do believe in viruses, the entry point for Satan to infect you with COVID-19 is the music you listen to, and the games you play, and the toys you own. Wow. I mean, I've been out of this world for a decade. Yeah, this... the one world government, one world religion, cashless society, conspiracy theory. Been out of that for a decade. been out of religion in itself for only 1 year, 2 months now. So that's why I'm revisiting my past iTunes. Anyway, back to fantasy. Let's get back to the fantasy world. Enough of reality. Reality sucks when Stephen Dollins is around. No, you don't.
And the song says terrible lie.
Does it?
Now, I don't want to tell you all of it because I don't want to even tell you what it is on camera.
Well, I'll tell you what it is. Just Google it, Steve. God is dead, no one cares. If there is a hell, I'll see you there. Your God is dead and no one cares. If there is a hell, I'll... is that too shocking for you, buddy? Sorry. I'm sorry. What about kick your ass and I'll smash your spine? What about Cannibal Corpse? Oh my god! I'm a chiller, thriller, killing, but not like Godzilla. Shh. Enough pungent stench. Carry on, Steve.
Because it's vulgar. But at the last part it says he made up a god and called it Christianity.
Let's fact check Stephen Dollins. Oh yeah. He dreamed up, close enough. He sewed his eyes shut because he's too afraid to see. He tries to tell me what I put inside of me. He got the answers to ease my curiosity. He dreamed a God up and called it Christianity. God is dead, no one cares. If there is a hell, I'll see you there. What would it have been like for me to read those lyrics as a fundamentalist? I guess I would have been offended. But no, not me. I was never a real Christian. I was an evil Christian. I listened to Metallica as a Christian, Megadeth, Anthrax, Slayer. So I wasn't a Christian. I was a naughty one. Back to Steve.
And then he says, your God is dead and no one cares.
If there is a hell,
This
I'll
is
see
on a
you
video
there.
game called Quake.
So hang on, I've got to play that again.
Christianity. And then he says, your God is dead and no one cares. This is on a video game called Quake.
So the soundtrack to Quake has no lyrics, but in his version of Quake that he owns, the whole album, The Downward Spiral, is on the soundtrack to his Quake. Either that or he's the second world's greatest bullshit artist to Bill Snivlin himself. My god, this has been a nightmare. I've gotten through it. I think we're through it. This has been a nightmare. I've been trying to figure out what the hell he's talking about, but you can't. You can't! There's no way! Well, I've done it. But, wow. Oh my god.
And these video games, remember, are available to practically anyone.
So he's on this delusion that a 10-year-old with $50 in their pocket is going to buy an R16 or M in America game, and they're going to hear Nine Inch Nails on their version of Quake. Alright, he said it. He said it. Maybe in an alternate universe, on another timeline, that may be true. Maybe Stephen Dollins lives in alternate universe, in another dimension, the Twilight Zone. Yeah, I've just found great source material for the next episodes of the Twilight Zone.
Next video screen I'm going to show you is from a game called Duke Nukem.
Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Alright. We'll finish this episode. This Duke Nukem. No. Just no. I gotta find where that is in the game, because the bullshit he says about the screenshot, it makes no goddamn sense at all. It makes literally no sense. So, wow. Stay tuned for next episode. I made it. I made it. I made it. I made it through Quake Doom. I'm gonna now go on Steam and buy Quake Doom. Ladies and gentlemen, you know it's a lie. You know that Steam is a lie. When you've got all the games, when you've got Doom 2, Duke Nukem 3D, Final Doom, Master Levels for Doom 2, Hexen 2, Hexen, Quake 2, Quake 2 Mission Pack, Quake 2 Mission Pack, The Reckoning, Wolfenstein, blah blah blah. But do you think on Steam that they have Stephen Dollins' special edition of DoomQuake, where the transporter in Doom stands up in Quake and starts playing Nine Inch Nails, the downward spiral? Why isn't that version of DoomQuake for sale anywhere on this planet? Let's petition. Oh shit, I can't keep it up. What the hell, Stephen? Bye.